Hi everyone, welcome back to our language statistic. I'm Dr. Afif and today we're diving into descriptive statistics, especially focusing on the three most important measures of central tendency: mean, median, and mode. These are foundational concepts that help us describe data clearly before we move on to more complex statistical analysis. Statistics is generally divided into two main types: descriptive and inferential. Descriptive statistics helps us to summarize and present data. For example, we might want to describe students' test scores using average and charts. On the other hand, inferential statistics goes further. It allows us to draw conclusions or make predictions about a larger group based on a smaller sample. Both types are important in research, but today we'll focus on descriptive sides. Descriptive statistics helps us organize and summarize data in a meaningful way. This could be done using numbers like the average score or visual tools like charts and graphs. For example, if you're collecting reading scores from students, descriptive statistics helps you describe what the data looks like overall, whether students are doing well or struggling. Two big ideas in descriptive statistics are: first, measure of central tendency. This tells us where the center of the data lies. This includes mean, the average; median, the middle value; mode, the most frequent value. Measures of dispersions. This tells us how spread out the data is. Range is the highest minus lowest. Variance, average squared deviations from the mean. Standard deviations, average distance from the mean. These tools help us understand both the typical case and the variability within our data. We can present descriptive statistics using A. Tables like frequency distributions table, which show how often each score appears. 2. Graphs and charts like bar charts, histograms, pie charts, and box plots. These visuals make our data easier to understand at a glance, which is especially helpful when explaining your finding in research. Just to remind you, inferential statistics is about making predictions and generalizations. For example, if you study 30 students and find that most prefer reading fictions, inferential statistics helps you to estimate whether this trend might also apply to all students in your program. It's based on probability theory and sampling. Now let's explore the three measures of central tendency in more detail: mean, median, and mode. Mean. This is the average of all values. Add all the scores divided by the number of scores. It's very common and useful when data is evenly distributed. For example, if 5 students have reading scores of 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90, the means is 70 plus 75 plus 80 plus 85 plus 90 divided by 5 equals to 80. So the mean score is 80. Median. This is the middle value when the data is sorted. It's useful when there are outliers or skewed data. Example, if the scores are 60, 65, 85, 90, 95, so the median is 85. Mode. This is the most frequent value. Great for categorical data. For example, if students choose reading genre and 15 students pick novels more than other type, then novel is the mode. Now let's have a summary what the things that you have learned. So use mean when data is symmetrical and has no extreme values. Use median when the data has outliers or is skewed. Use mode when you are analyzing categories or want to know the most popular options. In your EFL research, you may use the mean to report test scores, the median for students' performance level, and the mode for preferred learning style. Thanks for joining these sessions. Now that you understand mean, median, mode, you're ready to describe your data more effectively in your research. Don't forget to review this video and practice calculating each measure using your own class data. See you in the next sessions and happy researching!